Episode of Football with James, although I don't know if we
Hi.
have James today or if we have Donkey Kong. What's up, buddy?
Hi,
What you wearing there?
I'm wearing my Donkey Kong hat and my Donkey Kong sweatshirt.
James loves Donkey Kong, if you haven't noticed. We got a lot to talk about.
No, it's 6 games.
Yeah, but it's not just 6 games. It's the divisional games that were exceptional. And then now we got to talk about the championship games that are coming up, which are big games.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still 6 games.
It was a dramatic weekend last
Okay.
weekend.
First game.
Should we get right into it?
Yeah.
We're gonna start with this one. This
Yeah,
one broke my heart a little bit.
It was Bills Broncos.
Broncos pull it off 33-30 in overtime.
Yeah.
Do we just jump to the end here? How do you want to talk about this game? There's so much to unpack, you know.
Let's just go start from the start to the end.
So it was a good game. I thought it was a very well played game. I
Yeah.
think Josh Allen's turnovers were
Yeah.
very unexpected.
Both teams had opportunities and didn't really play their best.
Well, I guess they didn't play their total best, but it was a good game. I mean, you expected a defense to come, a defense like the Broncos coming out hard. You expected the Bills to do more, though. I expected more from James Cook. I expected more from Josh Allen. It just I feel like they collapsed a little bit.
It was definitely a fun game to watch, but I feel like these teams could have played a bit better than how they did. But also, because I don't want to spoil it if you didn't watch the replay yet.
No, at this point, come on, it's the day before the championship conference. No, you could say it now.
So a lot of it was also part of the refs because they didn't play. They didn't ref their best either.
So the big call was that throw that was called an interception. And
I say it was a catch.
You say it was a catch. I'm not sure. But my bigger issue is why not stop the game right there? Why not? Sean McDermott called the timeout.
Yeah.
Now the former coach of the Buffalo Bills, which we have a lot of coaching stuff to talk about too, if you want to, he called a timeout just so they can look at it again, and New York could take a look at it, and they never did it.
Yeah, if you're a ref, you need to be like, oh, he's telling us to review it. Mm-hmm. He called a timeout. It's a close call. Let's just take a look.
Right. Even if you still call an interception, you feel like they actually went through the process. And then the Broncos go right down the field. They get 2 pass interference penalties. And these refs had not called pass interference penalties all game. I do think those 2 were actually pass interference penalties.
Yeah, maybe not the first one, but the second one was.
Definitely, yeah. And then an easy field goal, and the Broncos win the game.
Yeah, but, you can't just focus on that part. That play by Buffalo going into the half was, not good.
Oh,
there was a lot of flaws in the game. You can't just point fingers at the ref. Buffalo didn't play well.
Right,
and that's part of the reason they lost. The refs did make them lose, but so did their playing style.
Was this game Josh Allen's fault?
Well, no one's going to say, oh, it's Josh Allen's fault, because, no one is, because he's a great quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's probably arguably the best one in the league right now.
Yeah, but it was kind of his fault. He had a lot of turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
He fumbled going into the half, which gave Denver 3 points for free.
Right.
You're trying to get some points, but you're back, you're in your own territory. You can't just, lateral the ball like that.
So I don't know if he lateraled it or he had it knocked out of his hand when he was scrambling, but he was careless.
Yeah, either way, it was very careless.
Yeah.
And a lot of turnovers, too. Some of them, maybe you could point to the receivers, but, still.
And it's heartbreaking to not see the Bills in. And then on top of that, Bo Nix gets injured right before the Broncos win, so he's not playing this weekend either. So you have a great defense in the Broncos moving on to the championship game. They deserve it, don't get me wrong. You got a heartbreaking loss to a Bills team that everybody thought maybe this would be their year. And even the Broncos team that's going into the championship, they are going without their quarterback.
Yeah, the Broncos didn't play their best either, but they just took advantage of what they could, which is what I said last episode.
Right.
I mean, they got good field position going into the half. They take a field goal.
Right.
Like, these simple things, and you just take the opportunity and get points on the board.
Coaching. Well, that's why Sean Payton is a Super Bowl championship coach. Could get the opportunity to be the only NFL head coach to win a Super Bowl with 2 franchises. We'll see if he finishes that or not. And they're in the championship. And they're playing against...
Let's recap that game.
So it's the Texans and Patriots.
Yes, Texans, Patriots.
Final score is 28-16.
Yeah, I do think the Texans could have won if they played, just overall better. Because their defense was really on point.
Yeah.
They forced a lot of fumbles out of Drake May. But their offense just wasn't good. A pick 6, thrown, 4 interceptions by CJ Stroud.
It's
That's
insane.
just you can't do that. Okay.
So to me, the story is everyone's talking about Josh Allen, but Josh Allen is definitely the franchise quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. There's no question about it. Josh's mistakes were aggressive mistakes. He wasn't afraid. He wasn't, playing scared, or he was taking shots. He was being aggressive.
And sometimes that's a good thing for Josh Allen, but he needs to learn to be more conservative.
Fair enough, but CJ, I felt, was playing scared. He didn't look like he belonged on that field at all. So it's a big question for the Texans. Is CJ Stroud your franchise quarterback?
I mean, it's tough to say if that was just a bad game, but against the Steelers, too, he had some turnovers. And, he had a good first year. He beat the Browns in the wild card round. But, it's 1 year, and now it's not that year.
Right.
We can't go oh, well, that year he played good. Well, this year he didn't.
Right.
Maybe it's time to draft a quarterback if someone falls to you in the draft.
Maybe, and this is a critical year.
Maybe you trade for one. Maybe you pick up one in free agency if
there
is one.
Like a veteran backup or something like that. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think CJ needs to come into this year understanding that it is a critical year for him. He's got to really prove his worth. And the Patriots, on the other hand, they're back in the conference championship. Only a handful of years since Brady.
I don't know if they can win, though, because their schedule, just super easy. To the AFC Championship, they needed to beat the Jets twice, the Dolphins twice, the Chargers in the wild card, and then the 4 turnover Texans in the divisional round.
Right.
Which is really easy. I know Jarrett Stidham is going to be starting. I'm interested to see on how much of a difference Bo Nix actually made to the Denver Broncos. Because, maybe Jarrett Stidham is even an upgrade. Because I don't know how much Bo Nix was actually getting help with maybe his good field position from his defense. Pretty decent receivers with Cortland Sutton. Wait, they don't have Jerry Jeudy.
No, they don't have Jerry Jeudy.
Not anymore.
Judy's not there anymore. But Sutton's a Pro Bowler. Evan Ingram's a decent tight end.
Yeah.
And listen, you're right. Sean Payton is a great play caller. It's very possible that he can bring the best out of Jarrett Stidham. But I still like the Patriots in this game. And, you know, the lines are favoring the New England Patriots as well by 4.5. They're favored by 4.5 in Denver. It'll be interesting. It would not shock me if Denver wins. But I do feel like New England is going to take this game.
Yeah, I feel like Denver's going to win, but I just don't know if I can pick them. Because, they're starting Jarrett Stidham, and
who hasn't started
know.
and basically who hasn't started really in 3 years.
But I want to say Denver, but I just don't think.
Well, New England's
possible.
also. I know they didn't have a strong schedule, but they love Vrabel. They're playing hard for that team. They're extremely balanced, offense and defense.
I'm gonna take Denver.
Okay.
Because my gut is telling me to do it.
Interesting. I am taking New England. I'm staying with the favorite on this one. And that's our AFC. We'll see that game tomorrow, and that's going to be a 3:00 game. That's the first game. Let's go back over to the NFC. So 2 games in NFC. This first one, the 49ers, 12-5 at Seattle. I did not think it was going to end up like this.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a lot closer, but, I mean, the Seahawks defense played great. McCaffrey got injured, which is probably a huge part of this, of why the 49ers got blown out like this. And, I mean, they just were never in this game.
They were never in this game, that's right.
the game-winning touchdown was scored within the first 12 seconds of the game. The score was 41-6.
That's right, and that the kickoff return for a touchdown gave him 7. That's right.
That was.
They won the game 6 seconds into the game. That's funny, James.
It was literally 12 seconds into the game. They just never had a chance.
No, they destroyed them. I think this is more a reflection of how beat up and tired and injured and broken San Francisco was going to this game. I know Seattle's good. I don't think they're 41-6 good. I don't think they're that dominant. And they're going to have a tougher matchup in the conference championship. But Mike McDonald should be very proud of this team. They look good.
Definitely.
They look good. Their defense is scary. Sam Darnold is still playing well. We have friends that think he's gonna fall off at some point, but he hasn't. JSN and Cooper Kupp are a great combo. The running game is picking up, even though they lost Charbonnet.
Yeah, they're still playing great in the run game. And I think it's also, this game shows how it just, they carry momentum throughout the whole game. From the kickoff return to the stop on 4th down to the field goal. And they just, never stopped scoring.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was 3, and then they just made a defensive stop, which gains more momentum.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, really important, just not letting them back in the game.
Right.
Because they can't win if they don't score points. And Seattle played a great defensive game too.
That's right. But Seattle is in the conference championship.
Yeah, really dominant. But I am worried about Seattle if they let their guard down, because Matthew Stafford and the Rams are gonna be a challenge.
They are gonna be a challenge. And that game, first of all, that Rams-Bears game, that was a great game.
I took the Bears.
And they almost won.
Yeah, and I was saying Caleb Williams, he would have came back in the fourth quarter, but they were down by 7 in the fourth quarter.
And it was tied it up.
Yeah, it was a 4th and 4 on the opposing 10. He scrambled back 30 yards and threw a touchdown. And
the touchdown was just not any touchdown.
Yeah.
He threw a deep arcing, God bless you, deep arcing throw to the back left corner of the end zone. Loveland, I think, is the one who caught it.
No, it was Cole Kmet.
Oh, Cole Kmet, the other tight end. That's right. Cole Kmet makes a catch in the corner of the end zone. I mean, that play is going to be legendary for a long time.
There was probably PI, but
offensive PI, maybe.
Who's going to call that in that play, in that scenario?
The refs of the Bills-Broncos game would have called it.
I know the refs, they're supposed to call PI, but are you really going to do it? And it wasn't even that much of a PI. It
wasn't an egregious call. And then they go into overtime. Great game. Caleb throws an interception, which it's debatable whether that was a bad throw on him or DJ Moore not taking.
I have a stat for you.
What's that?
DJ Moore's speed decreased by 7 miles per hour after Caleb Williams threw the ball.
What?
He just gave up. And maybe it was also a bad throw, but it should be going up, not down.
It's an interesting stat.
His speed decreased by 7 miles per hour after Caleb Williams threw the ball.
That's very suspicious.
So, it might not have been the best throw, but it wasn't just Caleb Williams' fault.
I mean, if that stat is, good job finding that stat out. If that's real, I put this on Moore then.
Yeah, I think it's real.
Where'd you hear it?
Why would I tell you?
Why would you tell me?
Yeah.
He's not giving me his sources. So he throws an interception in overtime. The Rams take it down the field and kick a field goal to win the game. Yeah. And now we got Rams against Seattle. Third time they're playing in Seattle. And they split the 2 regular season games. These teams know each other very well.
Yeah, but the game Seattle won, the Rams really should have won that. Mm-hmm. And it seems like when they've played each other, the Rams have been pretty dominant.
Well, the spread is it's a field goal spread. It's Seattle by 2.5.
Yeah.
To me, that's just home field advantage. That's all it is.
It definitely is, especially with 12th man.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it was in LA, the Rams would definitely be the favorite.
I love what the Seattle Seahawks have done, but Sam Darnold and Mike McDonald, I think will lose to Matt Stafford and Sean McVay. I like that combo better. They've been there before. They know what they're doing. Seattle wasn't expected to be here. They're probably a little excited. They probably might crumble under the pressure a little bit. I'm going Rams here, but it should be a very, very good championship game.
Yeah, Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford, they've been here before, but they're just not as complete of a team as Seattle is. A great defense, a top 2 wide receiver, which, by the way, is going against Puka, the number 1 receiver.
You're right about that. Should be a great receiver display.
Yeah, but I mean, Seattle has the number 2 receiver and Cooper Kupp, a former Ram, too. So
Devontae Adams is nothing to sneeze at either. Great receivers on both sides.
Yeah, and Cooper Kupp is playing his former team in the NFC Conference Championship. So he could play good too. I know he hasn't been the best this season, but because it's his former team, he could play good too. And a pretty decent quarterback. It's Sam Darnold, but we're not comparing it to last season. We're comparing it to this season.
Yeah.
He's been playing great. It's Sam Darnold. Yeah, but he's been playing great. So.
I think it's gonna be a wonderful game. I really do. I really do.
I agree with you.
I have the Rams edging them out, but it should be a great game.
I'll take Seattle because their defense is just really good.
So there you have it. We are picking opposites again. He has Seattle and Denver in the Super Bowl. I have New England and the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You can hear Rocky's chiming in. He's got his own opinion on what he expects. That game's at 6 o'clock. So I can't wait to watch him.
Yeah, me too.
All right.